Hi there, and thank you for clicking the link to this video for crafting your research proposal. I'd like to start off first by asking, why do we continually hear about the need for good, clear writing? Well, I'm going to word proposals. They're the initial part of a process to get big things done, usually something bigger than just ourselves. So in this video, we'll cover a few things about proposal writing, and those include, first, the role of the proposal, identifying the proposed research methods that you plan on using, the different elements of a proposal, and finally, purposefully writing for a good document. First, the role of any proposal. It's essentially a sales pitch. And it's a way to introduce an idea, to get money, or to persuade a group of people to support you in what you're trying to accomplish. Proposals are also a way that supporters or funders determine if they think that you can carry out this project. They also help this group of reviewers determine if your project is worthwhile. How effectively do you argue the significance of the project that you're writing about? Next, we'll consider how a proposal demonstrates the merits of your planned methods. Now that you've hooked your committee on the research topic, be sure to cover these points to close the deal. Clearly describe your proposed methods. Articulate how your methods are appropriate to your research question. Consider obstacles that you might encounter and what you'll do to get around them. And then plainly state how you're approaching any ethical lines that may appear in your work. And then also make the case for how your methods are doable. In this next segment, we'll consider the different elements of the proposal. Proposals generally follow a consistent format. They include a title, an abstract, an objective, your research question, an introduction to the narrative, a literature review, the methods you plan to use to accomplish your research, a timeline, and a list of references. Your McNair research proposal includes those elements, and here's a few more details. The literature review must include around 20 references. The method section must be a clear outline of how you plan to carry out your project. The proposal with all of its sections is likely to be a 15 to 20 page document. We're not going to count the pages, we're going to read what they say. So say what you need to say and be done with it. How do you write a successful proposal? Follow the program guidelines first and foremost. Answer the questions they pose. Be aware of word count limits or minimums, page formatting, and any required sections that must be included. These all influence the content of your proposal, and then just make sure you know the guidelines and stick to them. In this segment, I'd like to provide a few tips on purposeful writing. First, don't rush this document. Give it the time it needs for creating the content, then reviewing and editing afterward. Quality takes time. So how do you get there? Here's a few tips. First, read existing proposals if you can access them from previous researchers or writers. Maintain the proper voice and tense. That's usually third person and future tense. Use concise sentences. Number 4, sufficiently address any items of concern. Say enough in each section. Don't leave your reviewer or your McNair staff member to guess or assume anything. Write in a style and a manner that an interested general audience would understand. On this next one, do the background work to get it right in this proposal. You can make mistakes, but make sure you catch them and correct them. Also, don't quote others too much. This is your work, so paraphrase as you need to and then cite the references as you need to. And number 8, finish your proposal on time. Don't wait till the last minute to start this. Number 9, and lastly, allow enough time to edit and revise this document. You'll end up with a better paper that way. So if you do all of this, you'll get what you want, right? Well, not necessarily. If your proposal is rejected, allow the emotional response to flow and get it out of your system. Then review the feedback carefully, see what you can do better for the next time. Any hints and tips and suggestions to make it better will be right there in that document they're providing you. And then lastly, just make sure you try again. This is the type of thing that you get better with over time, so the more you do it, the better and easier it will be. That's all I have for this brief introduction on writing a good proposal. Thank you for watching, and happy proposing.